Brad Johnson here from johnson.audio, and today I'm going to give you a quick mix tip on the limiter compressor knob on an LA2A. Now, I got this idea for this video after doing my compression versus limiter video, and I did sit down once with a mix mentor of mine, and he would sit over my shoulder and watch me mix and ask me those questions. Why did you do that? Which I made a video of, which I'll leave a link to as well. And why is a really good question, by the way, when you're mixing, making sure you know why you're doing what you're doing. And I was using an LA2A plug-in compressor, and he was showing me the difference between the limit and the compressor knob and what it was doing to a vocal within a mix. So I'm going to pull up a session and kind of show you the difference. Now, I'm going to let you know it's going to be very, very subtle. You need to listen to where the energy is being placed within the vocal when I switch between the compress mode and the limit mode. With the limiter mode, you're going to have, it feels like it almost makes the vocal sit forward a little bit more, and it feels almost a little bit more airy, if that makes sense. And then in the compress mode, you're going to feel like there's a lot more almost resistance within the chest of the vocal performance. You're going to feel almost a little bit more of just a movement and kind of almost more of a sit back feel to the vocal performance. So just listen for that. It's going to be very, very subtle, but I'm just going to jump right into the video. So here we go. All right, we're here in my Pro Tools session of my song Blue Dream. You can check out the full version on a link below. I have a UAD Teletronix LA2A silver plugin pulled up, and we have over here our limit and compress knob. And so again, what I want you to listen for with the limit is just kind of where it makes the vocal sit within the mix. And with comp, same thing. Is listen to where the energy is placed kind of within the vocal and where it makes it sit within the mix. And that's going to be the difference. It's going to be very, very subtle, but mixing is just a bunch of subtleties added up together to make something sound awesome. So it's just going to be a good listening experience for you and listening exercise. So I'm just going to play the track without the compressor, and then we're going to do the compressor, and then we'll do the limit. So here we go.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
In compress.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
Limit.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
I'm going to flip it in between.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down. Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down. Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down. Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
All right, so it's really, really subtle. With the compress mode in, it gives to me a little bit more of a mid-range to the vocals. It almost makes the vocals sit a little bit back, not super far back, but a little bit back, and almost shoves the vocal energy down into where like the bass and the snare kind of lives, and so it kind of makes that little area a little bit more muddy to me. With the limit, it kind of almost lifts the vocal a little bit. It kind of pushes it forward. It takes away a little bit less, it has a little less of that mid-range energy to it, and so that's kind of what I'm hearing. I'll play it again and just listen for it.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
Let's know what happens to the comp.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
Again, limit.
Form in the clouds and it rains our bodies down.
Yeah, it just seems like in the compression mode, it just makes that vocal kind of fall back behind the snare and the bass. And in the limit mode, it kind of lifts it up above it. And so it's not like a huge difference, but it's there. And so that's those kinds of things you have to be listening for when you're mixing your music. And, maybe the compress mode would be, obviously I use the Teletronix mainly in compress mode. I don't use limit mode, but it's always good to kind of just flip between those things and kind of hear what it's doing and seeing if it's helping your mix. So I hope you got something out of that. All right, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you got anything out of it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and say hello. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please ask. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to all my other subscribers. I appreciate your continued support. I am Brad Johnson at johnson.audio, where I help you sing your story, mix your mission, and master your message. I will see you on the next video. Bye.